All right, coming up next, the matchup for the UFC heavyweight division title. Well, for a long time, he's been mentioned with the baddest men on the planet. For a long time, though, the title fight eluded him. Not anymore. Here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, finally making this walk and cracking a smile. He's waited a long time for this. He's not expecting a 25-minute war. He believes he has the power and the skills to get this thing done quickly. I guess we'll find out. All right, so here he is making his way to the octagon for another heavyweight title defense. This has been the baddest man on the planet now for several years, and he has taken on all comers more often than not, leaving them twitching on the canvas, knockout power for days. The question is tonight, with a challenge like this, can he walk out the way he came in as the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world? And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. So more than 10 years apart, these two fighters, with big differences in height and reach. And now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 209 pounds. Fighting out of Nagoya, Japan, presenting the challenger, Assassin. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Hong Kong, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Lee!
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up and we are underway.
Ready.
All right, so here we go as round one gets underway. 2 world-class level strikers here, and the expectation is we're going to get a kickboxing match here in the octagon.
Yes, we are going to get a striking match. One guy is very good at kicks. The other guy has unbelievable hands. Let's see what type of attack is going to win the battle of 2 great stand-up fighters. Came inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Well, you saw us reference it in the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. Oh, nice punch there by Lee. Just missing on the high kick there. Single collar tie now.
Big punch in the clinch.
Perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman. What a tricky head kick. Oh, just opening up on it now.
Oh, and there's a land with the kick, so certainly a good sign for him there.
When that's working, you know he's in for a good night.
And he landed the right hand there. They continue to exchange. And there comes the separation now. Lee's head kick is blocked, so no damage inflicted there.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up? Beautiful body kick.
Lee's now dealing with a cheek cut. Now connects with a right. Oh! All right, so the taller fighter lands a knee, and Daniel Cormier to my right, I can hear him saying, I wish I was a little bit... All right, so a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see them coming a mile away.
He sees them coming a mile away, and he's blocking, he's rolling, he's slipping. He's doing a great job.
Oh, flush knee to the body. He's got the length advantage in this fight, and certainly made it count in that exchange.
Big punch lands. Ooh.
He engages in a single collar tie, and now he goes with the combination of punches to the head, potentially some concussive damage there.
I mean, absolutely concussive damage. Landing all those strikes to the head. He's very accurate, he's very fast, and he has a real confidence every time he throws his punches. Big kick lands.
Lands with the right hand.
Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt. Beautiful body kick lands right under the elbow.
Ooh, blocks the shot. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's gonna be over very soon.
Staying busy in the clinch to avoid a separation. Looked like it did stun him a little bit.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Oh, nice connection there with a punch, DC.
Great time to land that punch. Oh, he hurt him bad with a jab.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there as he lands the punch, DC. Just misses with the straight left hand.
Head kick. Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
Oh, he lands a straight punch there, DC. We'll see if he can follow it up now.
He has been throwing this strike over and over again. Look how crisp and straight he is. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Right hand on point.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Oh, perfect head kick there. What a round. All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from those previous 5 minutes, DC, and no padding, no glove on that foot.
No glove, no padding, and look at the hip action when he throws those kicks. He's not only kicking just for feel, he's really trying to damage his opponent, and as the fight goes longer, you will start to see it taking effect.
All right, we'll see how it goes here in this next round. A high number of kicks landed there in the previous round, and at some point these are going to really start to take their toll.
They do start to take an effect whenever you're taking kick after kick after kick, and watching him fight with that knowledge and that patience shows his fight IQ.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Man, striking class is in session. Beautiful punch there.
Great job landing. What a damaging punch.
Switching stances here. And look at the redness starting to appear on the left side of his body. His opponent would be wise to continue to attack there. Oh, huge kick. Oh! All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand, jab, right hand, hook. That's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. Finish him off with the uppercut. That is your soda. I mean, come on, man, let this guy have the whole thing. Nice punch lands.
How about that shin?
Caught the kick.
And they separate. Well, he's got the longer reach, and he certainly showed it there in landing that straight punch. Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 2. And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. And they separate. Right there, his opponent's wobble check.
He's hurt bad. This dude needs to grab. He needs to wrestle. He has to do something. He cannot take another shot like that.
Oh, lands another shot to the body, beautifully placed as he continues to punish his opponent's midsection here in this round. Oh, and he lands another huge knee there as the taller fighter uses his length well yet again.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
Ooh, what a head kick.
Oh, man, that cut is getting worse. Absolutely nasty. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Another shot lands upstairs. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket.
Nice.
Man, how good is his right hook counter?
Oh, big head kick. Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Nice head kick.
Blocks that kick to the body. Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Nice body kick.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, nice straight there. I guess that's the quickest way to the target, right? Just throw straight.
Straight down is always best. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Oh, huge knee to the head. Oh, straight right.
Oh, nice jab.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the feet.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks.
Well, a case of pick your poison here. If you drop the elbow defensively to lessen the body damage, you open yourself up upstairs. He is in some serious trouble now. 20 seconds to go. Just out of range with that right hook. Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. Both fighters throwing heat now. 2 rounds in the books. All right, that's the end of the round. And our cameraman all over that cut on the cheek. That thing is getting wider by the minute and only getting worse. Cut man gonna earn his money tonight. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight.
Beautiful strike.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Lee. Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming his way.
Get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger. Fight.
Yep. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Some of the best head kicks you'll ever see.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such tough to even be on his feet right now. He has been kicking tonight, and it shows. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Spinning back fist. All right, so he connects with another punch there, kind of targeting that cut, I think.
I mean, when you get a cut on your opponent and you see it and it's pouring blood, you continue to attack it. Every time you land, you can see that it splits it a little bit more. Great job finding that weakness and really taking advantage of it.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Oh, man, that cut looks terrible. He's bleeding like crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped the fight with that cut at some point. Punches blocked. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Look what that one body shot did.
That shows you the power. And the power in the placement. It was placed perfectly, and now he's got his opponent hurt. Big punch lands through the middle. Very tricky to close that body. Oh, he's hurt bad.
Wow!
He got him.
That shot is blocked by Lee. Oh!
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch. You better protect that head.
Great job securing the Muay Thai clinch. Watch for big knees to the body, and eventually him switch it up with a big knee to the head.
Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Lee's right back to the full mount here. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful shots.
He's out!
Wow! Wow!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's going to stop this contest at 4 minutes, 32 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Lee.
All right, so a big result for a big man tonight as his star continues to shine. Congratulations to the still UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
The baddest man on the planet is standing in the middle of that octagon right now. Over and over, you see him get new belts. The UFC heavyweight champion remains the same.